Thanks for jumping on today. I'm excited to walk you through one of the most important aspects of your handwritten mail campaigns, and that's good list hygiene. We've been doing this for our business accounts through email and offline since the beginning of Simply Noted, which was almost 9 years ago. But I wanted to show you a platform that you can use online called Smarty.com that you can self-serve and self-clean your mailing list if you want to place your orders online. You can also, if you're going to do workflows, use our API to verify the address before sending a handwritten note within a workflow. And we're going to go over that as well today. Just want to give you a quick outline. We're going to talk about why address verification matters in the post office. No matter if you have a perfect list, there's always going to be bounce backs. It's really frustrating, but the post office isn't perfect and they process tens of billions of pieces of mail a year. So we just want to make sure that we're giving you guys the best chances to get the highest deliverability, the lowest bounce backs, and the highest ROI in your campaigns. I'm going to show you the two ways that you can do address verification on Smarty.com. They can do single address verifications. You can just check one address at a time. It's not ideal, but if you just wanted to do a quick verification, you can. And then the best way and probably the most used way that you'll use it is doing bulk upload list. So you can take a list of 500, 5,000. They actually have the ability to go up to 500,000 address verifications, and it will actually clean that list for you and remove all the bad addresses. At the end, I'm going to show you a workflow, how you can actually do this within a workflow as well. So if you want to trigger your handwritten notes through your CRM, through Shopify, custom no-code softwares, you can actually use their API to verify one address at a time as well. I'll show you that as an example. We're going to go through the Smarty system and just some other quick verification methods as well. So before we get started, I made this. I just want to show you how bounce rates affect your budget and your deliverability rate. So just for a quick reference, if you're a business account with us, our service price is usually around $1. If you're going to send around 10,000 a year, if you're going to send 50,000, 100,000 or more, please reach out to us. We can get you much more aggressive pricing. But if you're going to use our website and you're going to automate or you're going to do self-service, we're going to use a 78-cent forever stamp. And that means that if the sender address that you're sending to is bad, it's going to come back to you. Since we're using first class postage, I created this little visual for you to see what a 1% to 5% bounce back looks. Down here, I showed you what the budget would look like based off our average selling price. As a business owner, when I'm thinking about undeliverability rates, I'm thinking about missed opportunities. So if you're going to send 2,500 pieces and you have a pretty dirty list, you're going to see somewhere probably between 3% and 5%, maybe more. It just really depends on how clean your list is. But when you clean your list, you're going to be around 1%. But when I think about bounce rates, and if I'm thinking about 100 bounces, I'm thinking about 100 missed opportunities. And with handwritten mail, when you're getting a 99% open rate, you're thinking around a 4% or more, depending on if it's a warm list or a cold list. I'm thinking that's 4 missed opportunities, or that's 10 missed opportunities if I had somewhere between a 4 and 5% bounce rate. So it's just really important to holistically think about what undeliverable means. It means burnt budget, missed opportunities, and a lower ROI. So I hope this kind of gives you a visual of how the bounce rates affect the success of your campaigns and the ROI of your campaigns. And we're going to jump into Smarty real quick. It's a really cool platform that you guys can use. You guys can self-serve. I already have an account, so I'm just going to jump right into it and just show you and walk you around. It's pretty simple to use. So you're going to do over here on the quick actions on the right-hand side. You can verify a single address if you want to. This isn't ideal. This isn't going to be a really low use case if you guys would just want to verify a single address. All right, here's an old address I used to live at. If it's good, it's going to give you information, it's confirmed, and it's a good address. But if it's a bad address, let's change some of this data. It's going to tell you, hey, the address is unknown. Okay. So if you just want to do a quick single address verification, Smarty.com allows you to do it. But I want to jump into how you're most likely going to use this. And this is going to be verify a list of addresses. And it's really simple. I've never seen a platform this easy to use to verify mailing addresses. and it's really affordable. They actually give you 1,000 free address verifications. So if you guys just want to try them out for free, that's really generous. Most of our starter campaigns are under that 200 to 1,000 pieces. So you can actually verify your first campaign mailing addresses through Smarty.com before sending with Simply Noted. So we're going to go here. We're going to upload a file. I have just a sample file that I've made, and this is 9 addresses, and 2 of them have errors in it. And I just want to show you what that looks like. So I've uploaded that list and uploaded successfully. We're in the United States. We do 99.9% of our mailing campaigns here in the United States. I'm going to move this over. You don't need to mess with any of this. And all you need to do is hit process 9 records. So now it's going to take all that data that you sent over, and it's going to say, hey, we saw 9 addresses, 7 of them matched, and then you can download it. So I've already downloaded this, but you can download the results right here. And then I'm going to open it and show you what the export of the clean list looks like. Great. I have that downloaded. I'm going to pull it up right here. And what you're going to want to do is come over here to column I where it says summary, and only send to where it says match mailable. So you're going to see right here in row 7 and row 10 that there was incomplete address information there. And this is a sample list. This is made up names and addresses. These are real addresses, but made up names. But if you see here in row 7, it was an incomplete mailing address. There was no street address. In row 10, it had a street address, but no city and no postal code. So it was no match. So what you're going to want to do is come over here. You're going to want to organize it by match mailable and then remove all no matches before you send. This is going to save your budget. It's going to ensure that all your mailing addresses that are there are going to be as clean as possible, so your handwritten mailing campaign is as successful as possible. Our team is trained on using this platform. So if you need help with any of this, please reach out to us. It's just support@simplynoted.com. Our service team has a 30-minute SLA. So if you need help, please reach out. But we do want to teach you guys how to use this tool because it's much faster. It takes you 2 minutes to clean your mailing list, so then you can put your orders in online. And orders placed online within your account, you're actually going to be able to track these letters to the mailbox. So with clean verified mailing addresses, Simply Noted will actually give you address deliverability notifications on your account as well. Great. So now let's go back to the Smarty platform. The 2 ways that you can use Smarty today, just on their website, is do a verify single address and verify a list of addresses. The 3rd way that we help our clients use address verification is within workflows. And I have a sample workflow right here. 1 second. And again, this looks more complicated than it is. We're happy to set up any business. So if you want to automate sending handwritten mail, this is what we do every single day of the week. We help you integrate, automate, and scale. But I just want to give you an example of a workflow right now that address verification is actually used from Smarty.com. So what we're doing, the trigger event is when every time a Google Sheet or a new row is added to a Google Sheet. So think of an invoice paid, you add it to a Google Sheet, and then you can trigger sending a handwritten note. Or a customer complaint from your customer service software. Every time there's a complaint, add it to a Google Sheet, and then you can send them within a workflow to send a handwritten note. So what this is doing right now is it's actually checking and making sure that all the fields are present. So it's actually checking the data from the spreadsheet. We just zoom in and making sure all the data is there before it goes forward. If the data is not there, it's going to send you an email saying, hey, the person you just tried to send through this flow is actually missing some data. So it didn't complete the workflow. If all that data is there, all the mailing address, the address, the city, state, and zip, it's going to continue down the flow, down the true path. And it's actually going to use the Smarty API and verify that address. If the address is found, it's going to continue. If the address isn't found, so say that it got past the check required fields, all the address information was there, but it didn't find an address or didn't verify the address, it's going to run down the false column and then again notify you and then add it to a Google spreadsheet. So this is where we help you build systems and make sure that you guys are getting complete transparency within your workflows and keeping you up to date on what's happened. So if the data was found and it's going to continue down and then send a handwritten note to simply note it. So this is just an example. Again, this looks more complicated than it is. We're happy to help you set this up. But the 3 ways that you can actually use address verification, the 2 ways are go to smarty.com and you can do a single address verification here or do a bulk upload. This is what 95% of our clients are going to do. And then if there's any clients out there and they want to automate, we're happy to help you set up a workflow within your business, automate sending handwritten notes for customer service, sales, or marketing, and actually add address verification part of your workflow to ensure that you get the highest chances of deliverability and success. So if you have any questions or you want help setting any of this up, please reach out to support@simplynoted.com and somebody from our team or myself will jump on and help you learn how to use Smarty.com or implement address verification into your workflows. Thank you so much.